Looking back at my journey, the main key word to describe it, I would say, is eventful. It just reminds me of what ambition I had and what I wanted to become, and how much changes throughout the journey. You never really know where it's going to take you. You can make plans, but you never really know what it'll end up to be. Everything started here, and it's just across the road from this. While I was studying, I just used to look across the road and say, oh my God, that's where my career is gonna happen. And it did, that is what happened. Looking at this picture, I remember, so my first job was at Burj Al Arab, and then I moved through my years with Jumeirah and went into Medina Jumeirah and had a range of different operational positions. I just look at this place and I think of how many steps I collected around this resort, but also how much it taught me throughout, whether it was personal or professional. The greatest learning for me here was that although there's so many colleagues and you almost think that you could be just a number, but the impact you make is beyond you'll ever realize until you leave the space. And also, you know, for someone who had to beat a lot of stereotypes as well to be in the industry, so I think that was very exciting for me. So while I was working with Jumeirah, I started my MBA. This picture here is one of the greatest achievements for me. Not necessarily the MBA itself, but just the hard work that comes with it. I can almost still feel it in my bones. I was working at Burj Al Arab at the time. I would go to my shift from 7 a.m. to 5 p.m., then go to class 6 p.m. to 9 p.m. I had to do my research at one point for my dissertation, so that happened overnight. So it's almost as if I didn't sleep much during that year. But I love this picture because my advisor is also in the corner there, and she helped me and pushed me through my MBA. Also for my mother, she always wanted me to keep learning, and I think, you know, achieving that was great. A great thing that I did for her as well. I actually was nominated for an award with the Middle East Hospitality Awards in 2017 it was. And funny story is, I almost didn't go. But that's me holding the award. It was that whole concept, you're just a small fish in a really big ocean. You don't think really what difference you're making. But then I won a Rising Star in the Middle East Hospitality Awards in 2017. I almost didn't get up when I heard my name because I thought it's a glitch in my brain. I didn't almost expect it. But then I won, so after that, I remember leaving thinking, this is not just for me, it's for any UAE national really looking to join the industry, and to think that they're not just a number, you actually make a huge difference. And I felt like I could be someone that, you know, if I was younger, I'd want to look up to. So shortly after my journey with the hotels, I took some time off and I started practicing yoga, and then I decided to become an instructor. I guess that's a little bit of the teacher in me that wants to know everything about a specific topic. Then I realized that I actually enjoy teaching. I enjoy just sharing what I know. And luckily, I came across Dubai College of Tourism, which then I joined as an instructor for hospitality courses. And here's me instructing. This role really helped me become the voice, I feel, almost for the new generation. You know, to think back at all this stuff that maybe I was worried about just as a student, and now I'm able to help them find their way in the industry. So shortly after I started teaching here, I was given the position of Experiential Learning Manager. I'm very grateful now for this position because I feel like I've worked very closely with the industry, and now I can bridge the gap between the students and the industry, find the right place for them, but still support the industry with the skilled workforce that they need. And it's just nice to be on the other side, helping the future generation of hoteliers join the industry. So this picture is, I wouldn't say privilege, I'd say the greatest honor that I've ever received in my career. So to be able to present to the Crown Prince Sheikh Hamdan bin Hamad Al Maktoum in our offices just right here, about all the wonderful things that we do for the college, whether it's through our vocational programs or our online learning platforms, the different use of AI tools, and just to see how interested and connected he was with what we're doing. It just, just reinstilled the idea that this is exactly where I want to be, working for, my country, my city, my Dubai. It's exactly where I want to be.
So there's a photo not included on the wall. What would you say to this young lady in the photo?
She was so cute. I'm joking, sorry. What I would say to her is, it almost makes me a little emotional because the journey is really exciting. It's tough. It may not always look that way, but it's so rewarding. It looks here like I'm just this little thing in this big world, but actually I found out that you can make such a huge difference in the city if you care about something enough. So for me, the industry has always been that, and I'm happy to look at her and tell her it's gonna be so much fun. That's really what I would say. It's gonna be great.